Anin Buju band members, today is February 2nd, and it is Tuesday. Today, for the COVID updates for the county. In Aiken County, yesterday, 1,130, and today, no change. Crow Wing, 4,958, and today, 4,964. Mille County, yesterday, 2,179, and today 2,183. Pine County, yesterday 2,733, and today there is no change. So that's a little bit of good news when you look at the counties, that there hasn't been an increase of the cases. Reservation, there is one new positive case in District 1. So District 1 and District 2A, we now have 105 positive cases, and that's the increase of 1. District 2, 10, no change. District 3, 35, no change. And when I talk about these numbers, remember this has been an ongoing of all the people that have been tested positive for COVID. And a lot of them are past the stage of they're no longer quarantined or anything of that sort. So just as a reminder. So today is February 2nd, which is Groundhog Day. And so the groundhog, his name is Phil, predicted 6 more weeks of winter on Tuesday. And of course that ceremony always happens in Pennsylvania. But another thing to really talk about this weekend is we are expecting the coldest temperatures of the year. And so those temperatures are going to be below 0 possibly. So please make sure that you prepare in advance and to remember to check on your elders and neighbors. Today we had what we are calling a post State of the Band meeting. And all of the planners that participate in this year's virtual Zoom, we just talked about the event as a whole. And I was very happy with how it turned out. And as always, it can be better as we move forward, and that's what we always strive for. And I just want to say thank you to the planners who helped make this a success. And again, as we're going forward, we don't know what next year is going to bring, but we're assuming that it might be a hybrid where there may be in-person participation and of course Zoom. So I look forward to improved State of the Band as we're going forward. A couple of weeks ago on the band assembly agenda, the Housing Board of Directors sent an updated drug policy, and that is to fortify and expand the housing department's position against illegal drugs. So what happens is the housing board works on these policies. They determine how they want to create new ones or update the existing ones. And so once they determine that, then that policy is sent to the band assembly. The band assembly would then vote on it to make it valid. And so the old drug policy was technically a zero tolerance drug policies. And it talked about the use of illegal drugs. And it also has a clarification that illegal drug activity occurring both on and off band-owned rentals properties would result in immediate eviction. And so there is that update. And hopefully, as we're moving forward, you'll see that the housing department and the housing board will send out this updated policy so you can see it firsthand, and we can put it on the website as well. And so what the revised policy is that it prohibits the use of illegal drugs in addition to the possession, distribution, and manufacturing of illegal drugs. And so if there is a situation where a tenant or someone they invited over to their house overdoses in their rental unit, the housing department could terminate the tenant's lease and evict all people living in that unit. And it also talks about allowing to give the housing department the authority to evict a tenant if the tenant is engaged in illegal drug activity in their rental unit or anywhere off the property. So, for instance, if that individual or the tenant were pulled over and had possession of any kind of illegal drugs, and that could be, for instance, if they were in Garrison or Hinckley or wherever, or in a hotel room, and the housing department could immediately evict that individual as well. So this is a lot of information, and I just wanted to make sure that you understand who is on the housing board, and they did pass this by unanimous decision, and the housing board members are Bonnie Matrias, District 3, Rini Garbo, District 3, Herb Wiast, District 1, Janice Taylor, District 3, and Tom Benjamin, who is District 2. And they all voted in support of the revised drug policy. The Turk committee met this morning, and there were updates to the committee regarding the vaccine rollouts, and discussed a phase reopening of the health and human services facilities and the schools. And as they are moving forward, they will update the community as that goes on. And again, if you're an elder and you want to receive the vaccine, that you can call the clinic 320-532-4163, and that's Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And if you're interested in getting the vaccine, you will be put on the list. And a lot of times the Health and Human Services does not get advance notice when the vaccines will be delivered. So once they know it's being delivered, they can call you if you are interested in getting the vaccine. The Mille Early Education is scheduled to reopen for in-person learning and child care for those who were enrolled in in-person learning the fall of 2020. And so they're talking about they're not accepting any new enrollments at this time. And so MLEE sent out letters to the parents with the details, and it's also on the Facebook. And also Neosho School opened a hybrid model yesterday. Even though many of the students are continuing with full distance learning, there is the opportunity to have in-person schooling at the Neosho. And they're talking about there is enough space for all the kids to be able to be safe during the in-person school. And got to talk a little bit about that bingo I announced yesterday. And on Thursday afternoons at 2 p.m., there is a special bingo session exclusively for band members at Grand Casino Hinckley. But I think I opened up a can of worms when I announced that. But it doesn't mean that if you're an employee and you're working from 8 to 5, that you can just head on over there and play bingo. It's only for individuals that are not working, the elders or other band members that have a free afternoon. But if you're an employee, you have to follow the guidelines and of taking the day off. So I don't know if anybody wants to take annual just to go play bingo. But I'm sorry for the confusion that went out, and sorry to the Human Services and HR departments, because a lot of people will say, oh, I'm gonna go play bingo, the chief announced it. So please follow the protocols under your supervisor if you're working for the band. Kind of a lot of detail today, but I hope you do have a good day today, and I will talk to you soon. Miigwech.